Once upon a time, in a small village in London, lived a woman named Mrs. Pearson. She was a very kind and gentle mother who always put her family first. She worked from day to night, tirelessly for her family, cooking, cleaning, ironing clothes and waiting for her husband and children to return back home. Her husband, Mr. George Pearson, was a very serious man who spent most of his hours at the club with his friends. Her son Cyril and her daughter Doris was very young and filled with energy, but they took her for granted. They wanted everything to be ready in front of them, their food, their clothes, their comfort, etc. Even though Mrs. Pearson was very dearly doing all the work, deep inside her, she felt invisible. She felt that her sacrifices were not worth for their family. Her friend Mrs. Fitzgerald was her neighbor, and once she came to visit her, Mrs. Pearson opened up her heart. Mrs. Fitzgerald, who was a very bold and strong lady, replied, "Put your foot down, Annie. Be the mistress of your own house. Never let them treat you like a servant." Mrs. Pearson said softly, "I can't. I hate unpleasantness." Half playfully and half seriously, Mrs. Fitzgerald said, "I know a trick that which I learned from the East. A little bit of fortune telling." She swagged her fingers and then personalities were swagged. Now, Mrs. Pearson was in Mrs. Fitzgerald's body and vice versa. Mrs. Fitzgerald sat in a chair so confidently, smoking and drinking. On that fine evening when their children came back, they were so shocked to see their mother was chilling in a chair without doing her works, and complained to Doris about her silly boyfriend and asked Cyril to make his own dinner if he was hungry. They were shocked to see her sudden unusual behavior. At night, Mr. George Pearson came back from the club. He was also so shocked of the sudden change in his wife's behavior, that she was not doing her works, and even made fun of him like his friends did on his back, saying, "Pony, Omi Pearson." They were all ashamed and frightened, not because she scolded them, but because they understood her word. After a while, Mrs. Fitzgerald swabbed their bodies back. Now the world is not same for Mrs. Pearson. Everything has changed. It is not as normal as yesterday. Now her family members knew her worth, and the world is entirely different for Mrs. Pearson. After a long time, the family members